What is love? Everybody has experienced it, and yet everybody has a different definition of what they believe that it is. What's the difference between infatuation and love? It's one of the biggest questions I have all the time that I sit and ponder about. Am I attracted to this person because they see me for the short term and fit all my needs at that time? Or do I like this person because they've got a good value system and we agree on a lot of things and we've built a good foundation to create a long lasting relationship? A lot of the times when you just meet someone and you have so much in common and all the emotions are right there, you can get blinded by all these nice new things and not see the deeper personality traits or things that are red flags that you disregard because all of the red flags look red under the rose-colored glasses. One of the big things about love specifically is focusing on deeper connections instead of surface level conversation. Is the person I'm with sharing the same value system? Are we going in the same direction? A lot of relationships, you're together because you have a lot of surface level interests, but when it comes to the grand scheme of how you want your lives to go, it's completely different. Another thing is like reactionary feelings and intentional growth. Let's say you've got all these good feelings. We'll start with good feelings and go into bad feelings. You got all these good feelings and you don't know how to keep them in. And so maybe you say, I love you too soon. And when you say I love you, it's deeper than anything else you can say. I love you. What does that mean? I ask people a lot, what does I love you mean? And to me, I love you as a choice. I love you is not a feeling. Love itself, I do not believe to be a feeling. Infatuation is a feeling. Attraction is a feeling. But love is an action. Love is a choice. You don't love someone for what they do right, but the things that they fall short on, the things that you're okay with living with and potentially working with. Now, that isn't to say that you should change your partner because that's not your goal at the end of the day. That person may not be the right fit for you, and it's not your job to shape them and mold them into what you want them to be. Love is a choice. You choose every morning to wake up, communicate. You're fighting the issue, not the person. That's the hope at the end of the day. Of course, things happen and it doesn't always go the way you think it does, but the goal is forever. My plan is to work with you, be with you, love you through what they used to say in the vows, through sickness and health. I will be there. I will be your person. That's the biggest thing. It's showing up even when it's hard, because it will get hard. That's the thing about relationships, especially a good relationship, is it's not going to be perfect. Perfect is boring. A perfect relationship is boring. And you won't find. It's physically impossible to find a perfect relationship. If you believe your relationship is perfect, there is something missing there. That should be a red flag. There should be hardships in a relationship. That just comes with the territory. It's how you deal with the hardships that ultimately decide how the relationship is going to continue. So showing up for your partner, even when it's hard. And even in my personal experience, being snarky in hard times, or being distant, or just being snappy. Those things, even small actions, eventually will continue to snowball and grow and become something bigger. So it's important that even though it sucks, this time might suck. Keep your cool. Because you're hoping for something greater. A foundation that is greater. One of the things that worries me about getting into a long-term relationship at the moment, especially with the people in my age group, is I am worried about the unknown. I'm worried that person is just going to one day walk out on me. And that would really suck. I would really hate that. And that makes me nervous to pursue anything serious, because the comfort for me is stability. It's reliability. And one of the very few things you can actually have in the real world. The real world is so unpredictable, and love gets the added bonus of being like that, but tenfold. And the fun part is you don't get to choose when love walks into your life. Things just happen. And you meet people. And that person might change your life. Maybe that person is meant to be a lesson, but for right now, that's what you need to figure out with that person. But love is scary. I'm nervous about it. I've been done wrong. I've always wanted things to work in love. I've always wanted to have my forever person. And one day I will. For right now, this is a learning phase. I've been done wrong, and now it's the healing process. The healing process isn't necessarily easy. A couple days ago, my ex-girlfriend added me on Snapchat, and it gave me anxiety. It made me nervous, just because there's still an open wound there. And maybe I'm not fully ready to acknowledge all of it. Maybe a conversation with her is too hard. And I sent a couple of question marks, and I didn't get a response for about 10 minutes. So I unadded her and kept going. But it gave me anxiety, made me nervous. What does this person want that hurt me so much that I was in love with? And to an extent, I still kind of am. It's okay to be in love it's okay to be in love with someone and not want to be around them. I can hope and wish that you were the person you were when I first met you, but ultimately, now that I know the true colors, there's nothing there. Even though I still love you, I don't want you in my life. I want you to eat, but I don't want you to eat at my table. I don't wish any ill will on you, but I also don't want you around me. Even though I miss the good times that we had, even though I miss the special occasions and all those good memories, it's not worth it. The pros don't outweigh the cons. And so even though I am missing something that I used to have, that's okay. There's a good quote. I'm sure it's been said a million times, but it was, I would rather have loved and lost than had never loved at all. And it's true. And even though things ended in a way that wasn't great, I'm still glad that it happened. But love is hard. Love is effort. Anything worth doing in life takes effort. Just like sitting in front of this camera and being somewhat uncomfortable. It's something that I'm passionate about. Love is something I'm passionate about, even though I don't have it yet. I'm dreaming and waiting for the day that I do. And I can create something that will stand the test of time. Ultimately, like when I look at a relationship and I've got my girl, like my person. That's it. Like just her and me against the world. I'm waiting for my forever person. And maybe I'll find it. Maybe I won't. And I won't know the difference. But it's scary and it's cool. Just like most things in life, it's a double-edged sword. You can find great success and you can also find great sorrow. But it's also how you handle the situation that can shape a lot of what you do next. What will you do with this new information that you've gotten? This new understanding of the world you have around you? What will you do with it? But anyways, that's about it. See ya.